Ah, jeez, no, All Might's done for. Why did you leave him alone there, Deku? Well, after the last chapter of Macadamia, one event led to another, and now chapter 317 is here. And while this chapter really changes everything for Deku and possibly the beginning of the end for All Might, now with that said, let's go over what happened in this chapter. Now, chapter starts off with the pro heroes who were there with Deku from the last chapter in the mansion. And yet somehow they all managed to survive the explosion, as of now they're in the warehouse, and in there, Edgeshot asks if they could get more intel from Lady Nagant. Hawks reply him that it's unlikely, since Nagant sustained severe injuries that should have killed her. Then Mount Lady had a grim memory pop out of her head, and she was thinking about the pro hero who we're all familiar with, Death Arms. And we see not so long ago, Death Arms gave up being a hero after receiving many criticisms and doubts from the public. And Mount Lady believed that out of everyone exposing the spies of the Paranormal Liberation Front, he had the most thick skin, but he couldn't go on. So as the heroes are resigning left to right, the heroes hope the media won't edge closer on the information of One For All, as Endeavor puts it, the negative chain in our society will be placed on Deku's shoulders. Then Melody spoke to the rest that she realized why All For One hasn't made public about Deku and the quirk One For All. Endeavor says if All For One were to announce the truth, then the pro heroes will do their best to hide Deku from All For One. Despite that, Endeavor knows they don't have any clues to go after All For One unless Deku moves. At this point, even with the police forces and the remaining heroes, there's nothing much they could do about it. Soon later, Endeavor picks up his phone and his son Shoto is trying to contact him. But instead of answering the phone, Endeavor decides to leave it. Remembering what his son Shoto said to him, that they worked together to stop Toya. From his thoughts, Endeavor said sorry to Shoto and to wait a little longer. Then Hawk's phone rang. As he picked it up, he received a call from All Might and was shocked to hear the news that Deku had made contact with the second assassin and defeated him easily. From what the panel shows, it looked like some human animal person with sharp teeth wearing jewelry, dressed up like a pimp. We see All Might is there and Deku immediately leaves the scene, telling All Might that the assassin had no info and to be careful in case he was ready to explode. All Might shouts at Deku to wait, which made him pause. All Might gives him a bento box for food, saying Deku hasn't eaten at all. And that's where things turn in this chapter. As Deku walks away, he tells All Might, "You don't have to follow me anymore," and he's fine on his own. Then we see All For One's voice circling around Deku's head, telling him you're next, and he remembers what Sir Nai said to All Might, saying in the future All Might would die a gruesome death. All Might, not being able to accept that from Deku, says to him, "Don't say that." Deku replies back that he can move 100% of One For All without receiving any injuries like before, and not to worry about him. Along that, he receives more flashbacks of Deku's past that led him to this path, and All Might knows in Deku's heart he doesn't want him to get involved as the inheritor of One For All. Deku leaves All Might. All Might reaches his hand forward, shouting wait, and in All Might's thoughts while Deku's leaving, he recalled that he swore to protect him, but he's aware Deku's carrying a heavy weight of responsibility. All Might wants to say, "Don't push yourself, take a break," to Deku before he goes. In this heartbreaking moment, while trying to reach towards him, All Might trips and drops the food. He lays there in the rain with his head, knees, and arms on the ground in despair. From a short distance, we see that All Might and Deku weren't alone but washed from a dirt party, and turns out Stain was the one who spectated the whole event that went down. As the rain pours down across the littered, ruined city, Stain remarks about Deku as the one who appears without making a sound. Hearing he has multiple quirks now, he recalls that All For One was the one who can possess the ability to do that, and that Deku is some sort of Nomu now. Even so, he continues that Deku's there to help, and here she's covered in scars, blood, and mud. And from what Stain sees, he says that Deku doesn't look anything like a hero. As we see in a past panel of Deku advancing with his One For All quirk while activating his black whip, sprouting out like legs of a spider, and giving out this wicked vibe as the manga chapter ends there. Wow, well damn. This chapter marks a huge turning point in Macadamia series for Deku's character development and All Might's possible demise. And boy, could we talk about the last panel? Now the whole setting and atmosphere of Deku just seems a bit off from a hero. Also, by defeating the second assassin the way he did and breaking away from All Might, I see that Deku has pretty much converted himself into a vigilante, though a bit more of an anti-hero. This whole vibe of Deku going solo, spooky appearance, in the last panel just shouts out a Batman persona. And trust me, since Deku left UA, there have been a lot of references and motives involved drawn on Deku that connects to Batman. Now as for Stain's appearance, will he kill All Might? In my opinion, it's a 50-50, unless All Might does something to provoke him, like hearing if Stain will kill Deku. That will make All Might to try to stop Stain, which he might get himself killed. As Sir Nai stated a long time ago, All Might will die a gruesome death, which Stain could possibly pull that off if he wanted to. So well, we have to see until the next chapter releases if that actually happens. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give this video a like, and if you want, consider subscribing to my channel for more Macadamia manga content reviews. And see you all next time in the next video. Peace.